controversy has once again hit the Nintendo Switch 2, this time regarding NBA 2K26, and apparently the Switch 2 is going to be getting the same version of the game that's going to be on the original Switch instead of the current generation version. Is that the case, or was there a miscommunication? That's what we're going to be getting into in today's video, but first, do me a solid and hit the like button real quick. Take-Two and 2K Games have recently gotten a lot of headlines over the 2K series with regards to Nintendo, since they recently revealed WWE 2K25 for the Nintendo Switch 2 with full parity with current gen consoles, them being the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series. What this means for WWE 2K25 on the Switch 2 is that we're going to be getting all the features and everything that's on the PS5 version is going to be on the Switch 2, like the new island, for example, which is not going to be on the last gen editions like the PS4. Yesterday, 2K also revealed that NBA 2K26 was also going to be coming to the Switch 2, and so because of how good it seems like WWE 2K25 is going to be on Nintendo's new console, everybody simply assumed that NBA 2K26 was also going to feature full parity with the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series consoles. An FAQ page on the official NBA 2K website threw a wrench into that theory. When it came to the question of which platforms the 9th generation version of NBA 2K26 would be released on, the answer was PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and Steam, noticeably completely excluding the Nintendo Switch 2 from this list. This led a lot of people to assume that NBA 2K26, which had already been confirmed for Switch 2, was gonna be the Switch 1 version. When I first heard this, my first thought was the Switch 1 version must have already been in development and 2K just got lazy and didn't want to completely redo it for the Switch 2. What would it even be like on the Switch 2 is my question, because remember, when they announced that this game was going to be coming to the Switch 2, they also revealed that it was going to cost the same as the current generation versions, while the Switch 1 edition was going to be $10 less. So would it have been just upgraded graphics with less features? On Twitter, this picture started circulating and it got some people excited. It shows what seems to be a screenshot of an official 2K website where it states conclusively that the Switch 2 version of NBA 2K26 will be the 9th generation version, meaning PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series. But unfortunately, while I do hope that this is true, even if I'm not an NBA fan, I hope this is true just for the future of Switch 2 games going forward having parity with current gen consoles. But unfortunately, I can't find this web page anywhere, and it wouldn't be very difficult to fake this. I can do this in like a minute. Not that it's fake, but like I said, I can't verify that photo. I don't know where it's from, but it also should be noted that if you look at the NBA 2K Discord server and you search for the FAQ, if you scroll down to the same question that's on the 2K website, it gives us a little bit of a different answer. To the question of which consoles the 9th gen edition is going to be released on, it does include the Nintendo Switch 2 edition. So in conclusion, I don't consider this to be verified yet. All this really shows us is that 2K is not very good at communicating these sort of things, because if you remember in the WWE 2K25 trailer for the Switch 2, we also got conflicting information as well. The trailer says that the physical edition is going to be a game key card, while the box art says that no card is included at all. So we need to wait for actual confirmation from 2K, but in my personal opinion, I do think there's a more than 90% probability that the Switch 2 edition of NBA 2K26 is going to be the current generation version, and I think this for various reasons. One, 2K has a history of communicating conflicting information like we just saw with the WWE 2K trailer and the NBA 2K website and Discord FAQs giving conflicting answers. Then there's the fact that the Switch 2 edition costs the same as the current gen version, while the Switch 1 version is $10 less. And then there's the fact that 2K is already going to release WWE 2K25 on the Switch 2, and it's going to be the full current generation version. Why would they do it for that game but not for NBA 2K26? Still though, it is kind of disheartening that they can't seem to get their information together. That said, that's going to be it for this video. I'm SwitchPlayed, done.